Hello there, class. I'm back. As most of you may know, I was out on medical leave for a few weeks here, but as of today, Monday, I am back and feeling a lot better. So I appreciate people that have reached out and wished me well, and thank you to Dr. Spagnuolo for sort of keeping the course running in my absence. So that being said, I have opened the week for this week, week 12. So I'll go over the stuff that you have to do for this week. But first, just some back stuff that I owe you. So this is going to be a video related to kind of housekeeping issues and a little bit about the paper. So I owe you some assignments. I owe you Forum 3, some feedback and a grade. Forum 4, same thing, and Activity Assignment 4. And then Fred, I know I owe you one other activity assignment. That should be the only other outstanding thing I haven't gotten to yet. I will get that to you. I will be prioritizing grading activity assignment 4 first, and we'll be getting that back to you along with Dr. Spagnuolo by this Thursday. So you'll have a grade and feedback. The reason I'm prioritizing that, even though it wasn't the thing that was due longest ago, is because you have your paper coming up due. And if you choose to use the activity assignment, I want you to have the feedback related to what I thought about your activity and the article at large. So you should expect activity 4 this week, and then I will let you know what will follow, but I assume Forum 3 feedback will come. I'll do that probably in a video summarizing my thoughts on people's responses, and we'll issue grades. But look for activity assignment 4 feedback and grade first by this Thursday. So for this week, you'll be looking at older adults and the evidence base behind working with this population. So there's one article for you to read this week, and then you'll have the video lecture that is done by Dr. Zechner, who is a faculty member in this department. It's broken out into 2 parts as typical, and there is a PowerPoint that goes along with the lecture. There is also going to be Forum 5. It is not currently posted, but I will have a forum question posted for you by end of the day tomorrow, which is Tuesday. And that is going to have the standard instructions. You'll be formulating your response by Thursday, end of the day, and posting to your classmates, commenting on at least 2 classmates by end of the day Sunday. So once you're done with Forum 5, that will be it for your weekly assignments. So we had 4 activity assignments and 5 discussion forum assignments. So that will be a relief, I hope. And the things that will be remaining at that point will be your final paper and the final exam. So I'll do a little bit on the paper. So I posted a few things in Moodle today. One thing I posted was an example paper that was done by a student last spring that took the course. And the paper is a little long, so just note that it does not, it was a little longer than I had asked for in the instructions. It's not exactly perfect because there were a couple of comments, as you'll be able to see them actually. But it is a solid A paper and the type of paper I am looking for. So that's why I included it, even though it wasn't an exactly perfect example. It's extremely good. So you'll be able to read that to kind of get an idea of what I'm looking for. And you should, just a couple of suggestions when approaching the paper. The most important suggestion I have is to read the instructions very thoroughly a few times, and that includes the rubric. So know exactly the areas that you have to cover. And the other suggestion I have is to use the headings that are provided in the instructions and the rubric to kind of organize your paper, and that will help me in reading it and grading it. So the last thing I had, well, 2 other things about the paper. One, the deadline had been for April 16th. I'm going to extend it by a couple of days. So it will now be due by end of the day on April 19th. So that's about a 3-day extension. And then the other thing related to the paper is there will be a Dropbox for it, and that I believe is it. I thought I had one more thing to talk about, but oh yes, the discussion forum. So underneath the example, I posted a discussion forum, not a graded one, but just a general one if you have questions about the paper. So it'll be a place to ask questions that you feel will benefit the class as a whole. If you have a specific question related to something specific I gave you feedback about or about your article, email me specifically. But if you think that the question will benefit the class, post in that forum. I'll be checking that forum leading up to the due date, which again is April 19th. And it will be a little bit more efficient way to get questions answered. So, with that, I'm happy to be back. Thank you for all the well wishes, and I'll be seeing you around campus, guys. Take care.